It's Ricoh time! Today, two beautiful cameras, very related and very similar to each other. But we start with this one, the Ricoh XR-5. By accident, I got a little bit fond of the Ricoh cameras. I think they are of great value and of great quality. I started the Ricoh with the Ricoh 35 ZF, a zone focusing camera, and I was so surprised of the sharpness of the photos that came out of it, the build quality and the way it handled. And then by accident, more or less, I bought a SLR from Ricoh, this one to be precise. And this one was the start for me to buy more Ricoh SLRs because, well, they are very affordable. Like this one, I paid 30 euros for it, including around 30 euros, I think 32 including postage even. Including the lens, including this lens, and it's fully functional, a beautiful camera. And I think this also is a affordable alternative for the Olympus OM-1. I mentioned this more in videos on me with SLRs as a comparison with the Olympus OM-1 with a reason. Don't get me wrong, I have a Olympus OM-1, OM-2 and I have all the double digits OMs. I love them, but mainly I bought them because when I was young my first SLR was a Olympus OM-10 and then the holy grail was the Olympus OM-1. So finally, after about 45 years, I got the Olympus OM-1. Don't get me wrong, but there are two things about the Olympus OM-1. First of all, they're very well built, good quality, and the standard lens is superb, really. But I think they are very, very expensive. Also the lenses are very expensive. I think they're a little bit overhyped. I think the building quality, although it's good, I think it's a little bit overrated. And there are simply alternatives almost from the same era that are, well, about, what is it, a fourth of the price. So, yeah, why not? Like I said, this one was 32 euros including postage. And it's also a fully mechanical camera. This camera, the batteries are going in here. It's an LR42 you can fit in. But without the batteries, the camera is fully operational. It has shutter speeds from bulb to 1/500 of a second, and that differs from the Olympus OM-1 because that has 1/1000th of a second. But I rarely use 1/1000th of a second. Really, if you have, even with 100 ESA movie films, 1/500th of a second is in most cases more than enough. But like I said, also fully mechanical. But if you want, there is a inbuilt light meter, and it's coupled with the shutter speed dial and the aperture dial. For your information, this Ricoh XR-5 has a Pentax K-mount. And that means that a lot of lenses are available for this camera, and a lot of affordable lenses are available for this camera. So, a K-mount lens mount, and it means that the aperture setting is communicated to the camera body, including this the shutter speed. Now, what happened with the light meter? There are two things which you can see in the viewfinder. The viewfinder, by the way, is very clear, very well. It has a split image focusing screen, very convenient. In the viewfinder on the right side, you see a needle of the meter, and you see a little round circle, and that round circle that is being moved by setting the shutter speed to a different value. And when you change the aperture, you will see the needle changing his position. Now, if the needle is within that little circle, then you know the combination of the shutter speed with the chosen aperture is right, and you're ready to fire. So it's like almost like the system of the Olympus OM-1, only in that case both the shutter speed and the aperture ring value are having influence on the same meter. In the Olympus 1 you have to get the needle in the center of a static element, and then you know that the combination of aperture and shutter speed is all right. In this case, that little circle you see in the red in the right side of the viewfinder and the needle are both able to move. The circle moves when you adjust this one, and the needle moves when you adjust this one here. And well, the trick is to get the needle in the circle, and then everything is okay. Of course, you can set the film sensitivity here. Yeah, and then it's, you know, it's like said, the thing this camera has more than the Olympus OM-1, basically two things. First of all, this shutter speed, this shutter release button is blocked when the lever is like this. When you put the lever like here, and you can see that now you can see a little red dot coming here, then you're able to fire the shutter. Standard, this camera has a hot shoe. With the Olympus you have to buy it separately to connect it to the camera, and here it's already on it. Furthermore, the shutter is a metal shutter, so very solid and very thoroughly built. This camera has also a self-timer. Well, it works like almost every other self-timer. Oh, you have to put it like this. Oh, it's already running. Or it's not working. Ah, there. Sorry, I was too quick. I was not patient enough to fire the self-timer. You see, it's going. But I didn't hear the sound, so that is why I was fumbling on that. See, it's working. Now, you know, people when this camera came out, they were saying, yeah, well, 1/5 of a hundredth of a second, oh, blah blah blah, it's not enough. Okay, so where did they come next with the Ricoh? It's the Ricoh XR-5 Super. And there are two differences with the XR-5 and the XR-5 Super. First of all, the shutter speed goes to 1/1000th of a second. And second, this camera has this little light here, where in this camera here is nothing, it's no use. They put a little LED in here, and when you fire the shutter, you see a little LED lighting up. I don't know the function of that or what's the use of it, but anyway, it lights up. With the self-timer, you know, you can see it here, it's lighting up, and then you know it's the self-timer is running, and then finally. Like the XR-5, it's a K-mount lens mount. It has the same metal shutter. It also has a hot shoe here connected. Film sensitivity is on the same spot. They're basically the same cameras. Well, they are the same cameras with the little difference that this one goes to 1/1000th of a second, this one by 500th of a second, and this one has some, well, yes, a light lighting up when you fire the shutter. But for the rest, they're basically the same. This one usually is a little bit more expensive than this one. But to be honest, if you want to go back to photography, or if you want to have an extra camera body, you know, just to fill it with a black and white movie, or with a infrared movie, or with a film, or with a Lomo film, or whatever kind of film, but you just, you know, want to make pictures with your lens collection, but with different types of film, yes, you buy this. You can buy this for 25 to 30 euros, 35 maybe, and you have a complete camera, and then you can use it with a different type of film, and you know, it's worth the money. It's very thoroughly built. It's quite heavy actually, this camera. It is as heavy as the Olympus OM-1. Lots of metal parts, also plastic parts, but also lots of metal parts. It just feels great. And let us be honest, some people say, yeah, build quality. Well, you know, these cameras are also around over 50 years old. So, and they still function like they came out of the factory. So I think the building quality is quite okay. And the K-mount offers you a lot of lenses you can choose from, like this one. Here I have a zoom lens on it. It came with this kit. This kit I paid 40 euros, including the zoom lens. I thought, well, you know, I have a wide angle and more of a portrait range, so let's try this one. Even as the P position for some other Ricoh cameras with a program function. It's a great lens. It's a super lens. And so, you know, from Ricoh itself, from Pentax, but also from Rikenon, you can buy lenses with a K-mount and that are really superb quality. Well, so far my dedicated love to the Ricoh cameras. In time I will do a review also on the XR-1 and XR-2, and I have them too. They're very special cameras to me. But for now, this is my story about these beautiful little Ricohs. If you have any questions or remarks, please set them below and I will comment or answer them as soon as possible. Thank you.